How is it that since 1996, two great pro hockey rivals, the Grand Rapids Griffins and Milwaukee Admirals, have met 152 times in 20 regular seasons, and only once have they traveled around the grandest of the Great Lakes to match up in the playoffs? And that one series in 2006 was not much of a series, at least from a Griffins perspective. Regular season champs of 2006, the Griffins were swept by Pecorino and the Admirals in the conference finals, so 10 years later, Todd Nelson and company will be looking for some revenge. Home ice advantage may well be a huge advantage in this series, a best-of-5 that starts in Milwaukee with games 1 and 2 this Friday and Saturday at the Bradley Center, which is in its final stages serving as the home of Admirals hockey. A move across the street will take effect starting next season. More on that later in our Saturday game day preview. In 8 regular season games, the home team won 7 times. The Griffins were a perfect 4-0 against the Admirals at Van Andel Arena and outscored them 15-4. There was not a single one-goal game in the series. In fact, oddly enough, 7 of the 8 games had margins of 3 goals or more. Overall, Milwaukee's 26 wins at the Bradley Center and the Griffins' 25 at the Van were the 3rd and 4th most home ice wins among 30 AHL teams. Both teams boasted impressive win streaks during the 2015-16 regular season. As most know, the Griffins might be the only team in the 80-year history of the AHL to have 15 and 13-game win streaks all in the same season. Milwaukee set a franchise record with 10 consecutive wins in October and November, only to be halted by the Griffins in a 6-0 rout on November the 27th, the only win by a road team in this year's head-to-head season series. The Admirals also finished the regular season strong. Until losing their last 2 games, they had gone 11-0-0-2 in their previous 13. The Griffins are limping into these playoffs, dropping their last 5 games and 10 of the final 13, but Todd Nelson and company saw plenty of positives, especially in a season-ending 3-2 loss to Bakersfield. The power play clicked in that final game, scoring twice. That might be a good sign for a Griffins team that had its ups and downs in that category. They finished 22nd in the AHL in power play efficiency, while Milwaukee ended the regular season with the league's second-best power play at 21.2%. One thing for the Griffins to try and avoid, allowing Milwaukee to score first. The Admirals led the AHL in first goals with 47 and went on to a 35-8-2-2 record when doing so. The Griffins have some recent history on their side in terms of playoff success. They are in the postseason for the 4th straight year and are 7-2 in 9 playoff series during the past 3 Calder Cups. Not to be outdone, the Admirals have qualified for the postseason in 13 of their 15 American Hockey League seasons, including 12 in a row, until failing to get there last year. Like the Griffins, Milwaukee owns 1 Calder Cup title, sweeping the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins in 2004. Both teams have NHL affiliates in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Admirals' parent club, the Nashville Predators, are in much better shape in their first-round series than the Red Wings. Nashville, as of this recording, led Anaheim 2-1, while Detroit was in danger of elimination, down 3-1 before Game 5 in Tampa on Thursday night. The Griffins have 3 players, Andreas Athanasiou, Joachim Andersen, and now Xavier Ouellet, just recently recalled, eligible to return. While Milwaukee would be in line to get Victor Arvidsson, Cody Bass, and Colton Sissons back from Nashville should they fail to advance. Again, the series of best-of-5 starts with games 1 and 2 in Milwaukee Friday and Saturday. Game 3 will be staged at Van Andel Arena on Tuesday, April 26th, and Game 4, if necessary, in Grand Rapids on Wednesday, the 27th. Should they need a 5th game, it will be in Milwaukee on Saturday, April 30th. All games can be heard throughout the playoffs on ESPN 961 Radio, with Friday's broadcast from Milwaukee's Bradley Center at 7:35 for the pregame. You can also follow throughout the playoffs on Twitter at Griffins Game Day.